I literally just have pictures of plants and stuff.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's Jay, your host, back with another next podcast episode. But this is episode 4 because I literally messed up the video on the other 2 videos. We're doing this at Fernando's crib. Thank you so much for letting me come to your crib and record this here. But you can find the podcast pretty much everywhere: Apple, Spotify, pretty much anywhere you listen to podcasts. Which I don't know where y'all listen to podcasts, but let's just get started. Introduce yourself again because it's been a little bit since we did the first episode with you. So go ahead, tell them about you. Where you from? What you doing? Aspirations, not ASL. You can do your age and your sex if you have it. If you don't, it's okay. I know you.
So ASL, no L. We don't take no L's. Age 22 years old. Sex just 3 hours ago. I'm Fernando. If y'all trying to put a face to the voice from the last podcast, that was podcast 3, by the way. It wasn't the first one, but anyway. This is me. Yeah, we're just out here trying to talk about some stuff, bring you some good, loving content.
Oh yeah. Today's episode is back to love. We're back to love because I'm a lover boy. I like to love. I'm a what is that? That Drake shit that he be saying. He's a lover. No, I forgot. Damn, I forgot what it's called. But basically, we're going back to love. And I got some subjects we want to talk about. We're just gonna be talking basically. But to start off. Let's say, what's your relationship status right now? Go ahead, tell them.
Currently married, unofficially, officially. But yeah, got my baby mama over there, out of the cut. You can't see her right now, but yeah, this is our house. Living it up together. It's pretty nice.
Okay, so you're married. Basically, how long have you been together? Basically,
it's been 11 months now. Yeah, 11 months just last week actually. So, but I've known her as for like 4-5 years since sophomore year. So we've been knowing each other for a while.
Okay, well, I'm single, unfortunately. I'm sad boy out here, sad boy hours. So if you want to slide on the comment section, I'm saying definitely do that. But basically, I know you're obviously with somebody right now. The first question that I wanted to ask you was, when was the last time you got curbed? Like, that you remember, when was the last time you got curbed? And how did it happen? How did you take it? And basically, what would you say to somebody who got curbed? Like, what steps do you take forward as a man? Because we're guys, unfortunately. We get curbed a lot.
I mean, it was before I was dating her, because I was on my J Blue stuff, on my Roo dog. Dog. But yeah, definitely got curved a lot in that period leading up to my current relationship. So, I mean, at that point, I was expecting it. I was just going for the wins, I wasn't taking it to heart. I was like, I know I'm gonna lose some, but I know I'm gonna win some too. So, I feel like, as a guy, sometimes it could hurt your self-esteem a little bit to get curbed, because you're like, damn. Especially if it's like a couple times in a row, you're like, damn, what is going on? Is my game that weak? But I mean, sometimes you don't gotta take it to heart. I feel like sometimes it ain't it. And then you move on, you find something better. So I feel like getting curbed and curving is just part of life. So don't take it to heart too much, because if it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, and I definitely got curbed, multiple times. I just dropped a video, and Shorty asked me to put my number in her phone. Never texted me. I wasn't worried about it. obviously, but it's just like, that's a curve. I take that as a L. That's a L for me. But you just gotta keep going. I mean, don't worry about it too much. There's definitely a lot of people out here that, get curved all the time, and it sucks. Like you said, it can it can't ruin your self-esteem, but it can definitely hurt it. Like you definitely be feeling some type of way. Like, damn, is my game weak as fuck? Like, am I weak at pulling? Am I just ugly? Am I ugly, bro? Like, you start asking yourself a lot of questions. But I think definitely there's 8 billion people in the world now, so you gotta find at least one or two out there. You just gotta put yourself out there, be confident in yourself, because there's only one of you. You're one of one. So just take your L, move on. We all take L's, we all make mistakes, but if you do find one, you gotta keep her. And talking, if you do find one, I wanted to ask you if you're with your moms, because I think my mom, she be picky. I feel like most moms are picky. They want you to be with somebody who loves you and be with you and holds it down. But if you were with your mom and your girl, y'all about to get in the whip, your girl sitting in the front. Who sits in the front if you pick up your mom? Your girl or your mom?
So this obviously happens with me a lot, but I mean, yeah, I guess it's whoever they decide wants to sit in the front, because I'm always driving their asses around. But at least my mom always lets my girl sit in the front. Like, I know my girl feels awkward about it because she's putting my mom in the back, but like, I guess when you really think about it, I mean, I don't know. I mean, they're both important women in your life.
Nah,
so
I'll put mom in the front. She can go in the back.
Put mom in the front. I mean, I don't care. I don't know. It's just not that big of a deal to me who gets to sit next to me, because I mean, I love them both regardless. So
I came out that hole.
I mean, that's true. That's facts. But like, I mean, it's just a car. You're just going on a ride, man. It don't fucking matter. One can go in the front on the way there, and one can go in the back next time on the way back. So
I literally am her. I'm built by her, bro. Manufactured, came straight off that factory. Like, it's not a game out here. She can go in the back. She'll be all right. Just one car ride. They can alternate low key. Next time, she can sit on the front. But exactly. I put moms in the front. Okay, so besides that, is there anything else that you be feeling awkward between, like, you, your mom, or other women in your life? You don't have any sisters though, do you?
No, I do not have any sisters. I'm an only child syndrome, for sure. I mean, no, not really. My mom, she's never been like picky about the girls. I guess I feel like she's always like jokingly said like, "Oh, you gotta be with I don't fucking know, with someone good," basically. But at the end of the day, she only cares that she cares about me and that I care about her. So I don't think she's really been picky about who I date for the most part.
Okay. Did she want you to like get married before you did anything? Because my mom be like, don't touch girls unless you're gonna like marry them type, But was she like, did she ever tell you like get married before you guys do anything or that type of stuff? Or
nah, not for real. She was just like, wear a condom, motherfucker. That's pretty much it. She never was like, you gotta get married before you do anything, or don't touch a girl. Like, we obviously never spoke about it because it's just, I don't know, it's just the awkward thing. But she obviously knew that I'm a young teenage boy, young adult boy. I'm gonna be doing things whether she likes it or not. So
he be doing things.
Not as many as you.
Yeah. Hold on.
But keeping it back on track. I mean, she was never like, oh, you gotta do this or you gotta do that. In terms of her relationships, at least, she was just like, care for the girl. You feel me?
Okay. No, I definitely care for them, But I guess just that to say, to ask you, are you big on marriage? Like, do you think everybody needs to get married? Or how much of a factor was it for you, at least, like getting married and like officially becoming together. Like, everybody says it's just a piece of paper, but it's a lot of you're kind of showing your commitment to another person when you decide to get married with them, because it's like, I believe you're the one, and I'm cool with sharing everything and being seen as one person. Basically, we make decisions together. How big was it for you to get married? For you especially?
Well, so we're not really married yet. Like, it's not on a piece of paper yet. But, I mean, I don't feel like everyone has to get married. Like, if you're trying to get married, go get married. If not, then, I mean, that's you. You want to live by yourself. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. If that's how you live your life, that's how you live your life. But, I mean, I've always wanted to get married and have a big wedding. It definitely is a big night in your life, so. But my girl, she wants to go to the courthouse and call it a day, which, nothing wrong with that. We're still getting married, but I don't know. I just, like, it's such a special thing. I just wanted to, like, make a big deal out of it and make it, like, a big special thing. Something that we're both gonna always remember.
Yeah, facts. I think I'm definitely that way too. Like, I've always wanted to have a big wedding, like, just invite everybody that I care for and celebrate with them, like, our love. So, that I think that's definitely important for me. Obviously, everybody's different, and like you said, you're obviously still getting married, even if you don't throw a big party or you do, flamboyant stuff. But it's just something that I feel like, especially in like Hispanic culture, it's very popular. At least
very popular to have big occasions. Very popular to have big parties just to get drunk. So
yeah, basically that's the whole purpose, bro. Like, basically just bring everybody and their cousins, and let's turn up, basically. But I guess reeling into the next question, like, does the ring matter? Does it matter? Would you rather have a nice ring or a nice wedding? Because you're spending a lot of money if you're getting like a nice ring, and obviously it means a lot for the woman. I feel like, especially, and even for you, to be like, bro, flexing that big 24K diamond all gold, like, the girls are gonna see it. They're gonna be like, damn, hold on, dude got money, like, you did good type. But at the same time, maybe you don't get the nicest ring, but you get a nice ass wedding. You're like, bro, we got all types of photos, hella cake, hella cake out here, and everything is nice. But what would you rather, if you were a girl, let's say, and you had your man's, and he was like, okay, you can either have a nice ring or a nice wedding, which one would you pick?
I mean, yeah, because I don't know, I feel like for a guy, like, you're trying to get your girl a big ring or a nice ring that she's gonna show off, obviously. I don't know, I guess it, like, to us it doesn't really in a way kind of like matter too much, except like if your girl is like, oh, I can't wait for you to give me this nice ring, blah blah blah, then you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, if she cares about the ring, it's over.
Yeah, it's more, I feel like it's more of like about how she feels about it. But now if I was a girl, now if I'm trying to get into that mindset, first of all, I'd be like, hold on, why you give me an ultimatum? Give me both. The fuck? But I mean, shit, I guess if it really came down to it, the ring or the wedding, I mean, I don't know. I think I would still pick the wedding, probably. Or, I don't know, actually, because I mean, the wedding, yeah, it's like, get this big warm party, memories, all that shit. But then the ring, you carry that shit forever. You keep it with you at all times. You keep the memories with you at all times. Ooh, hit ass. Anyway, but I mean, the ring, you got it on you 24/7, whatever. So I guess the ring. I guess the ring.
Nah, I take the party, and I'll tell you why. Not because I'm stingy, but like low key stingy. No, but I'm just saying, like, you carrying a big ass diamond on your finger, like, you're not walking around Mexico with that. You're not walking around certain places with that stuff, because honestly, you gotta be safe out here. And if you're walking around with like even like a nice chain like some nice earrings and stuff, people are gonna be like, damn, she got money, like I'm about to rob her. Now unfortunately that's the way that certain places are. Like if you go traveling to different places, there's certain things you're not supposed to wear. Like you have to be aware of your surroundings. So obviously it would be nice, but realistically you would not take, it's important, like you said, you always gonna remember that ring and you're always gonna have it, but like you're gonna keep that somewhere. That's why people pass down rings. Like that's why people pass down rings, because they're nice and you're like, okay, it has some memorabilia of like my grandma had this, like it's been passed down. But really, you're gonna be wearing some other ring that's a little less expensive. You don't really care too much if you lose it. But plus for me, as like somebody who's big into like photography and like videos and stuff, I definitely think I would rather have like a nice ass wedding. And then if I was a girl, I would rather have a nice ass wedding where we take hella photos, hella videos, and then we keep that somewhere. That we buy like SD cards to have that always, separate SD cards to be able to have those memories and not worry about that. But I mean, I ain't no girl, so I mean, just know if I got the bread, I'm gonna get you both. But sometimes life just doesn't go that way. Not everybody can just give you $20,000-$30,000 ring. Like it's just not like that out here.
Realistic about it too.
Yeah, you do gotta be realistic about it. Obviously, if you're like the 1% of women out here that's like just 10 out of 10 perfect, or you get hella attention, then you're just gonna go with whatever. But most of those girls, do they even really get married? Not really, do they?
No.
That 1% of girl, like that's like, you gotta give me everything, basically. Like you gotta pay for everything. Like I'm trying to get taken care of. They're not really getting married, are they?
I mean, they're getting married to like some 50-year-old with money, yeah. But I mean, they might care about her, but she probably don't care about him. She just wants the good stuff. So I mean, I don't know.
I mean, most of those girls, they're big on attention, so they're always on social media. They're always trying to find somebody to like take care of them, because the market's out here. The market's open. You gotta find yourself a little oil prince out here from Dubai or something, and it just is what it is. But reeling into our next question, do you think that social media ruins relationships, or does it build relationships? Or if your girl's on social media posting booty pics, looking out here like a lunchable, real snackable, like does that ruin the relationships?
I do think social media ruin relationships, especially like you said, if your girl is out here being a lunchable on the gram. But I mean, I guess it depends on how you feel about it. But I do feel like it does ruin relationships, especially with the liking pictures and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. So I feel like social media in general just ruins your life, kind of. Like well, I don't mean it like that. Obviously, like we got all these influencers. It's helping their life, building it. But I feel like for the most part, if you're a common folk like us, I don't know, like unless you're trying to build on social media and like that's how you're trying to build yourself, then I feel like just getting too addicted to social media just like affects you, because then you start getting in your head about, oh, I could have this, or maybe I should be doing more, or some shit like that. But I don't know, I just feel like it can affect you positively and badly, so it's a 50-50.
No, yeah, for sure. I feel like I feel like it would be hard for me to be in a relationship with somebody who was like on social media all the time, and really cared about like their following or how many views they get on per picture, how many likes they get. Like that would be a lot for me to be able to handle, as far as like not getting the attention or not really worrying about the right things, right, in a relationship. Like if you're in a relationship, it's a constant job, basically. You're always working on the relationship, and you focusing on social media a lot just kind of tells me that you're not really focused on us, like you're just focused on growing yourself, and that's totally fine, but that's not what a relationship is. Like you growing yourself is different from you growing together. When you're building together, you're growing each other up. Like you're building each other up and you're growing as far as like, you're not worried about how much money each other's making. You're just worried about where you both want to be eventually. And I do think I agree with you a little bit on the ruining your life. Obviously not, to the point where your life is a mess, but you see a lot of stuff on social media. You see people going places. You see people, all these videos and stuff, and you start comparing yourself to that lifestyle, and not everybody can have the lifestyle, and it's okay. Like, there's people doing way worse than you out here in this world. So I think staying consistently not consuming social media instead of creating is a good way to live your life, at least for me. I try to not to consume too much TikTok, bro. I'll be stuck in the restroom, bro. I'll be like, bro, 20 minutes go by, you're stuck in there, bro. Like, it's not a game. It's really addicting. It literally releases a chemical in your brain that gives you that dopamine. Like, you feel good doing it. Like, I know you be stuck on the restroom.
Yeah, you can ask my girl about that one. Them Facebook reels, they reel you in. They're called reels for a reason. They reel you in. They just be pointing out everything you're trying to see, and you're like, okay, I'm over here poop on my butt, but it's cool. We chilling. But dang, J Blue, Don Julio really passed on some knowledge to you earlier, didn't he?
Why did you say that?
Speaking facts out here, he's preaching. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like with everything, too much of anything can be bad for you. So too much of social media can affect you negatively for sure.
Is that a red flag? What do you consider red flags? What are your red flags, like, even in person? So, like, let's say your homie's dating this girl and she's like, he doesn't see the red flags, but what would be some red flags?
Some red flags, I don't even know. I mean, I guess some red flags, I don't know. I haven't really thought about that too much, to be honest. I feel like I've always been more focused on trying to see the green flags. Yeah, so I guess
What's some green flags?
You
should look out here for?
I mean, if she's always putting you ahead of herself, or I don't know, if she puts you first, that's a green flag. It's not like you are, personally, I know that she has her own stuff. I feel like she should focus on herself more, but then she does everything she can to put you first. That's the wifey material right there, green flag. I feel like, I don't know, cooking is a green flag. No misogyny shit, but
You're not cooking out here? You're not cooking out here, that's a red flag.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's not a red flag, or I wouldn't say it's a red flag, but it's definitely a green flag, because I've been trying to cook myself, but I just cannot. It don't work out for me. I haven't tried much lately, but it just, it's something I'm definitely trying to work on. But I don't know. I guess I might get canceled after this one. But yeah, cooking. If she's independent, I feel like that's a green flag. She's not always trying to rely on you. I feel like that's a pretty good green flag. But you're obviously gonna try to do everything you can to support her and all that. So what are your green red flags, J Blue?
My green red flags? If she goes out to the club every weekend, that's a green flag. I mean that's a red flag. That's a red flag. That's a red flag. If she goes out to the club often, that's a red flag for me. But I'm more of a chill person, for the most part. I like to chill back. I like smaller stuff. If we're having parties, I'd rather go to a house party than a big club or something. I'd rather be in a small group, just doing more chill stuff, playing video games, just playing drinking games or something. So that's more of a red flag if you're going out all the time. A green flag, like you said, I give that to paying attention to you. If she wants to, she will. We're turning the tables back, bruh. If she wants to, she will. If she wanted to, she would. Literally, it goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? It goes both ways. You you can't expect somebody who is not really giving you the attention to, actually be there for you. And it is what it is, so that's a red flag for me. If you are not really interested in talking to me, if you're like, if I text you and you don't text me the whole day, like, that's a red flag. That's over. Either I'm smashing and passing, or we're done. Like, I'm not talking to you anymore. What's another green flag? So you got a car? Nah, I'm just playing. Like you said, you have to be somewhat, hardworking. You gotta, like, get your own stuff too. Like, I can't be out here. I'm not your daddy. Like, I know y'all want some sugar daddies, but I'm not 40, and that's not going. We're not simping out here. Unfortunately, you gotta do something. You can't just be.
You gotta earn my simp. I feel like you gotta earn the simp.
Yeah, in a way you do, because you obviously have to simp to an extent with your girl. Like, you gotta do some stuff for her. You can't just ignore the the girl, but you gotta earn that. Like, I'm not gonna give you the attention that I would give somebody who I could consider my wife. If I consider you my wife, I'm probably not gonna be out here texting other girls. I'm gonna be down for you. I don't know any other red flags. I don't. But a lot of these red flags be looking kind of green out here. That's all I gotta say. And it is what it is. I don't know I don't know any red flags that be looking green. But dating apps. If you ever been on a dating app and you hop on, and then you might have been texting this girl, and then you hop on a dating app for the first time, and then you see her on there, it's over. The whole team hit her.
That's true. That's true. The way you just put that is true. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can start dating out of a dating app, in real life. But I mean, how many times does that really work out well for you? I can personally say from experience, it does not work out well for you. So.
No, I definitely don't think like the dating apps really work. I mean, maybe once in a while, if you meet once in a blue moon, if you do find somebody who's like chill and like, y'all's horoscopes align and you're born, exactly the same day that, matches with each other, the earth sign with the fire and all that. Like, if it aligns, then maybe it's cool. How do you feel about horoscopes? Are they like a good indication of relationships, like compatibility?
I don't know too much about all that compatibility with horoscopes and everything. I think it's kind of cool, like, how I've always, even since I was a kid, I was always kind of like interested in that. But that's just more because it's like stars and all that shit. But I mean, I guess there is some truth to it. Like, I don't know how they be working that shit out for real. How you know me, bruh? How do you know me just by my age and stuff? It's a little sus, but I mean, yeah, compatibility. I feel like it somehow, some way does end up working out. So, but I feel like it doesn't apply to everybody. There's still, even if they are accurate, they're still like not fully accurate. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, obviously everybody's different, so you can't just group anybody into, you're a Aquarius, asparagus, or whatever. But
shout out to Aquarius. Shout out to Aquarius. I hope you're doing good out there, bro.
Shout out to Aquarius. I'm gonna send you this video. Yeah, I don't know Aquarius. I'm gonna try to get him on the podcast, but shout out to Aquarius. Nah, like, my brother's really big into it. He's like huge into it. Like, he made me get the natal chart and all this other stuff, and people ask me for it, so I'll just be sending them the link. You figure it out if we're gonna work or not. But no, I think it's cool too. I do think that some of the stuff that they put on there is kind of accurate. I'm not gonna hold, because at least some of the people that I be bobbing with, like my brother be like, what sign is he? I'm like, bro, I have no idea. Like, I don't know what sign they are. They're like, hey, what's your sign? They be like, I'm a Virgo. Let's just say that. We're both Virgos, actually.
No, I'm a Libra.
Oh, damn, you are a Libra. Damn, my bad. He is a Libra.
Compatible either way, so.
Yeah, like we're compatible, right? So, a Libra, he's a Libra, I'm a Virgo. And then I had another homie. His name is Johan. Shout out Johan.
Shout out to my bro Johan. We gonna come visit you soon, bro.
I think he's a Aries. Yeah, I think he's an Aries, and supposedly we're compatible because we're like air signs or earth signs, something like that. Yeah, like earth and air, they like compatible, right? So I mean, I don't know, and a lot of the stuff that I be seeing on there, like as far as like describing personalities and stuff, it sounds a little broad, but you know, sometimes it'd be like, dang, hold on, chilled out. You're scaring me. Like it's real out here, but I don't know.
I don't know how they be working that shit out, to be honest with you. But I don't know what. So you got some red pill stuff to talk to me about then, since we're on the topics of red, white, and blue. Go USA. World Cup starts today. Dang. Sorry, I didn't think this was turning into a rap video, but yeah.
This dude. Okay, I mean, okay, so I was looking at some stuff online. There's this thing going on. It had been going on anyway. With 50 Cent, the rapper 50 Cent. Since you're talking about rappers, he apparently, you know, he had a kid, but they separated, and he had to pay child support, right? So he paid off all the child support from birth. So, you know, literally when he was born, he gave all the child support basically that he would owe at once. I don't know exactly how much it was, but basically it all goes into an account, if you don't know, and then the mother can pull it out every month, you know, to give it. But the kid, 50 Cent's kid, you know, I think it's like 20% or something like that of his income. The kid, you know, didn't think that like 3 bands a month was enough. Like, he thought that was too little money to like live on, so he was like asking 50 Cent to give him more, or like be there for him, because apparently he wasn't there for him. But like in most cases, you want to be there for your son, at least from what I see online. You want to be there for your son, but the mother is the one that, you know, does not want you there. And you know, it's kind of hard to be a father to somebody when either one, they're not really interested in you, and the mother is not really letting you see. But basically, to bring up the question, like, how do you feel about the child support stuff? Obviously, hopefully you're not, you know, pulled into that, but do you think that it should be changed? Like, should you be able to just pay off that amount and then you're good? Or like, what's the morality aspect of just giving away that money and then not seeing your child?
I mean, I guess, you know, what his son is saying, like, if he's saying, like, you know, you gotta be there for me, whatever, I feel like that's fair. You want your parents to be there for you, obviously. But if he's just talking about, I need more than three bands a month to survive, that's a little sus. I don't know about that one. Like, I mean, obviously you want to have your parent there, but if he, like, I don't know how child support works, but I know it's like based on your income, you're supposed to give a certain amount of time till like they're 18 or 21, whatever it is. I mean, if he paid it off, like, you know, whatever their circumstance is, like 50 Cent and his baby mama, like, I guess it doesn't always work out. So, you know, but there's a child there. It always gets messy and complicated, but like, in a way, he did pay his part. Like, you know, he did pay his child support. He could have, like, just said, fuck the son, fuck the child support, I don't care about y'all. But in a way, he at least did pay for his child support. So I wouldn't say he's the total villain in this, but I mean, I don't know. I guess just don't have a baby with someone you're not trying to be with for the rest of your life. So
Yeah, facts. Bringing the discussion to babies into a little circle, you know. Obviously, I don't have no babies with nobody that I'm not trying to be with. Basically, don't be smashing out here. Wrap it up, and just make better decisions. You know, don't be nothing just because she's like, yeah, I'm on birth control. Don't do that. You know, don't believe that.
That's a red flag.
That's a red flag. That's a real. If she's on birth control, red flag. No, I'm just kidding. Birth control, you know, we're for birth control for sure. But nah, don't be nothing out here. No, not November. It's in November. It's October.
No, it's November.
What the hell?
He already found the
No. Hold on, no. Maybe. No, I'm just saying. But yeah, don't be nothing basically, and Hold on, I was gonna talk about something, bro. I totally forgot. Um. Oh, okay. So talking about doing dumb stuff. Don't do dumb stuff. But what's the dumbest thing you did for love? What's the stupidest thing you did for love, or to try to seduce somebody, or just in general, like in a general sense, like what's the stupidest thing you did to like get some love?
Um, well, I guess what I'm about to say, it wouldn't be like the dumbest thing that I've done for some love, but like back in like 6th grade, 7th grade, I went to 2 different schools. So in 6th grade, I had a crush for this girl, but I'm a little shy guy, can't put out my feelings like that. It just don't work out for me. But so on Valentine's Day, I was trying to give my crush this rose and like tell her I liked her and all this stuff. So I guess but so I guess I try to do that. My girl in the background laughing at me. But and then 7th grade year, I did that again. Well, I didn't really do it because I bitched out 2 years in a row. I was going for a 3rd year too, but I said, nah, I need to chill. But 7th grade, I tried to do the same, but I couldn't do it. So then later on that day, I messaged her on Facebook and sent her a picture of the rose. Oh my God. And I was like, I like you. But
did she text back?
She did text back. It was a weird It's still on my phone. Still on my phone. I guess we can pull out the messages on the video, but probably not. But but I guess the real dumbest thing would be, no hate on my ex, but look-y, fuck you. Crop that out. But long distance is probably the dumbest thing I've done for love. It just ain't it. At least for me, I'm the type of guy that like once you hear, like I want to be able to like just come over real quick and like hug you, cuddle you, whatever, kiss you, hang out with you. But driving a whole ass hour, 2 hours just to come see you with like different schedules, it's just not it. It's not it for me. I'm too much of a loving guy, I guess you could say.
Yeah, you're an affectionate guy. Yeah, I think I'm an affectionate guy too, and I definitely wouldn't do the long distance. I tried it a couple of years and it was not it. But as far as the dumbest thing, I've done a lot of stupid stuff for love. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I can boil it down, but I'll give you the little kid story too. I was like, I don't know, maybe like 8. I don't know, like 1st, 2nd grade. I remember there was this girl I liked, and I thought she was cute. I was also a shy guy. I didn't know how to like walk up to a girl and tell her like, hey, I think you're cute. Like, what's your name? What's your sign? Let me take you out. No, in 1st grade. But no, I remember, class ended, and in Mexico, you go out all together through the same gate. Most people walk, home, or they get picked up outside, right? But I remember I seen her get out and get picked up by her mom, and then I ran up to them, kind of got in front of them, and then I got down and I started doing push-ups, but like one-handed push-ups, like behind my back. Like it wasn't even a clean push-up. It was just like, me like like hitting one of those, and that was like, yeah, I was trying to literally flex to like, impress her. It didn't really work out, I never talked to that girl again. But I did that. I did a couple stupid things. I remember in high school. You remember? We had homecoming, and you had to wear a tie to get in. You had to wear a tie, and I was like, damn, I don't got no tie. Or I forgot my tie or something like that, and it was about to start raining, and I'm like, damn, should I just go home? Like, I had my car, I could just go home, but I had a date I was supposed to go with. We were supposed to go in there, and she went inside, and I'm like, okay, hold on, I'll be a minute, So I'm like, I'll run. Did I have a car? I don't actually. No, I didn't have a car. No, I was like, should I just call somebody to pick me up? And then I was like, damn. Nah, well, there was a Target nearby. It's like maybe 20 minutes away. I ran to Target, bro. and I got a tie. Came back soaking wet. I looked like a wet dog, but she liked it. You know, she liked it. She liked the gesture. That was stupid. I should have just gone home. Bro. I never did anything with that girl. Like, literally went nowhere. Like, I think like a week later we stopped talking. So it was a pretty stupid thing. That's one of my stupid things that I've done. But I don't know, bro. I don't really got many more topics. Do you have anything else you want to say about love? What would you tell somebody about falling in love?
I mean, for me, it's more like
Cody
Cody method. I'm dead. So the way me and my girl started dating, I had known her since sophomore year, and we started dating just this last year. So been knowing her for like what six years, something like that. We've been best friends for a while, and you know, we just vibed. Like, I had a class with her. She would give me her math homework. First, it wasn't nothing like I have a crush on her, anything like that. But you know, we were cool with each other. Like, I liked hanging out with her. She was funny. She was goofy. Definitely matched my personality. So, you know, we just vibed. We started hanging out more and more as the years went by. And senior year, I heard that she had recently become single. So, you know, I was like, and we were already in a class together as well. So I was like, so let me beat you on pool on iMessages real quick. So we started talking even more, but then she started dating this other dude. So I kind of just toned it down for like 4 years.
Damn.
I was like, you know, always kept her in the back of my mind, always hung out with her, but definitely at that point, I had always, you know, I'm respectful, so I'm not gonna like, if you have a boyfriend, I'm not gonna like come out here and try to steal you away from him. I'm not a home wrecker. It's just not me. But I definitely played the long waiting game, you know. Waited literally as soon as she came out of that 4-year relationship, I said, so what's good with you? What you doing? You know, she was going through it. I was going through it. We had both gone through a long relationship, breakups that same year. So we were both just, you know, vibing, going out to clubs, partying, having fun. And then just one day, I invited her to come over. And our fate was sealed after then. And look, here we are now, a house, baby, coming. So, you know, I feel like it's more like you just got to be patient. You got to wait. I feel like you don't have to, like, go out and actively look for the one. Like, the one's just going to come to you, you know.
Yeah, eventually. And, you know, you got to treat people right, especially people who want to be there with you. Because, like I said, it's a red flag. If she doesn't pay attention to you, then it's probably not going to work out. But those people that do come into your life and they're like, you know, hey, you know, I like you. Like, I being around you. Like, you know, I feel good with you. Those people you got to keep around. And you got to be careful with their feelings. Like, you got to take everything into consideration. And, yeah, like he said, eventually one will come and you'll be like, hey, we click. Like, everything's good. Don't make it more complicated than it needs to be. Like, if it's not a trap. If you're feeling good with somebody, you're feeling good with that person, and that's just what it is. I'm single, so I can't talk too much about, you know, me out here. But then again, you know, if you're single,
he's just a heartbroken boy. He's just waiting for his one. So if any good ladies out here, you know, he has a hard exterior, but he's a soft guy on the inside. So he just needs a good girl coming.
But if you're single, just focus on yourself, bro. Like, build yourself up, at least for guys. You know, girls, you know, they always get attention for the most part. But for a guy, build yourself up, bro. Build your confidence up. Just know, like I said, you're a one of one, bro. Like, you're out here, and there's never gonna be somebody like you. Like, you're your own person. So be comfortable about that. Be comfortable in your skin. Learn how to be comfortable in your skin, and then if you like somebody, bro, go for it. Like, shoot your shot. You shoot, you miss every shot you don't take, right? That's what they say.
That is what they say.
But I think that's gonna be it. Like I said, this is gonna be everywhere. This is, I guess, like the debut again of the podcast on my YouTube. So check out any of the videos. I got all types of different content coming on the way. More blog stuff type videos. I don't want to call it that. I'm just gonna, do it, and then you guys can see it if you want to see it. But anything else you want to say to the peoples? Because I do be having some people watching my podcast for some reason.
I know you do. I'm one of them for sure. Definitely worth checking out his YouTube, his content. Just one last thing I gotta say is Argentina's winning the World Cup. Messi's taking it home. I don't care what anybody says. Visca Barça, Visca Catalunya. Bye.
Stay toxic. Stay toxic. No, I'm just playing.
Break, come tired,